Hello, my viewers.
What's going on, Adam?
What's up, guys?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Kenya.
Kenya who?
Can you feel the love tonight?
Oh, man. Perfect.
Did that work?
It worked.
Yeah, that worked. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Looks like it's going to be a good show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can't wait. Can't wait. We got a few good things going on.
Yep, we got a couple. We're going to try to do a giveaway later on in the show. We have a special guest from Monterrey, Mexico. And Mike is going to do a song and dance for us.
Yes, he
You know, I can do that, but I usually dance naked. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Let's leave that part out, Mike.
Yeah, if we can get that edited out later. Oh, this is live.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
So, y'all guys got to have a good week.
Yeah, it's been busy. It's really busy. Doing a little bit of everything. What are you guys up to?
Well, I just got home last night, so I've been up in West Virginia all week.
Yeah, I was sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, it's been a busy week. It started warming back up in Tennessee, so the service calls started rolling in again. So had a couple late nights, but it's part of it, I guess. So
I've been living the life O'Reilly. I'm on the beach in North Carolina.
of course you are. Must be nice.
And complaining that it's too hot and too humid. I mean,
It is.
Yeah. He's like, I bet he stayed inside most of the time.
You know, the thing is, the guy who owns this place, he keeps turning up the Nest thermostat. and like, I'm not even joking. He keeps turning it to 75, and it's so freaking humid here. And like, I'm pissed, and I keep turning it down. And then it just hit me today. This is our last night here. I'm like, I should have just unplugged the wires and twisted these suckers together and just let this thing run wicked,
Constantly.
the whole week.
Doesn't he know you're a HVAC guy?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
So
I
there
should
you
have
go.
done it though.
Don't screw around with an HVAC guy. I'll fix you.
He'd have come knocking on the door as soon as his Nest disconnected and he couldn't control it from his phone anymore. He's gonna be like, "What the crap is this? I'm going down there."
Yeah.
Sounds and also he needs somebody in refrigeration there too, because the refrigerator doesn't work.
True.
The refrigerator don't work either.
No, it doesn't. He's got two adjoining units, and he left the balcony open to the other unit. He's like, you could use the refrigerator on the other side. So we walk over to the other unit to use the refrigerator.
Wow.
We have actually a question in chat. They want to know who we are. So my name is Mike, MTech.
I'm Justin Beaver, not to be confused with Justin Bieber, and no, I do not sing.
Or maybe be confused with Justin Bieber. Bieber.
HVACR North, Joe.
I am Adam, a.k.a. Adam.
And he likes YouTube.
I like YouTube.
Nice.
So it's good to be back live again.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, it has. We've been waiting. Like, just seems like every roadblock possibly you could imagine has hit us trying to start this show. But now we're here.
Actually, I was going to ask you, Mike. I briefly know. I think I know a little bit of Justin, how he started watching YouTube. I was going to ask you, actually, how'd you start watching YouTube? Like, who'd you start watching first, actually?
I think one of my first videos was AK. If I can remember right, I believe it was AK. I don't remember which video it was because, like, I would get on a kick and I would just start watching one person. And I'd watch every damn thing in their list, and then it moved on down the line. And I seen some of Zach's also. I mean, my wife would make fun of me. And if some people don't know, but my first channel was HVAC porn. And she would say, well, you're going downstairs to watch your HVAC porn. And I'd say, yep. And I'd just go on down.
Now with a haircut like that, you look like you could be a porn star.
I could.
Nice throwing that in there.
If I danced naked, then you would know why.
Yeah.
Joe, who was some of the people that you watched? I mean,
I think me, it started off a little different. I was watching like let's say Hillsbury and Eric the Car Guy, because that's who I was kind of into, like one of my late teens. I think I was starting to do more car stuff. So I was watching the car guys, how did he do this? I'm having this trouble. How did he do that? Then I got out of that, went to at this actually the same time I was doing some mechanical engineering in college. That didn't work. So I was kind of up in the air, started working on machineries. I'm like, nah, cars, I don't want to be in a garage all the time. What can I do? And that's when you know what? Let me get an HVAC. So I went to school. This was probably in my early 20s. Went back to school, got my license, and sky's the limit. Then I, maybe in my 20s, I was watching like Jim Peninato, Zach, who else? That's pretty. Oh, Ralph. I watched. I remember his videos, like just bits and pieces of other guys, I guess, and just went from there.
No.
Actually, we had another question in the chat also. Not that I'm being the chat monitor, but they wanted to know, if we had our own companies or if we worked for the man. So yes, I work for the man, and I also have my own company. So MTech Heating and Air.
Yeah, I work for somebody. Always have. So yeah, I mean, I started off as an installer years ago, and kind of worked my way up over the years, and now I do service and sales, and that's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Me and you like interrupting each other. I think
know.
that's like our thing. So you go.
All right, thank you. I have my own business. It's registered business, assured business, and I also work for somebody. That's all I have to say.
I grew up. I think HVAC has kind of been in my blood. My grandpa back, I don't even know when, 50s or 60s, was working on the big high rises in Chicago. He was the chief engineer in a few different buildings. And then my dad started working for Train in early 70s, I think 72, 73. And he started his own company in the early 90s, late 80s. And I started working for him. He ended up selling his company, and boom, I started my own.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. Ted wanted to know who cut your hair.
Me?
No, Adam.
Adam.
I haven't cut my hair. I was thinking about trying to cut it today, but I'm on vacation, and I don't have anything to cut it with.
And just to clarify, he'll go back home and work for a week, and then he has another vacation plan.
Yeah, that's already in the goal on the plan, on the calendar.
No, it's not. Not quite yet. I'm working on that.
He's going to go to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Life is better in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
How long have you guys been working in HVAC? Says Susie Dunn.
I've been in for about, September. I'm sorry, November. November will be 10 years.
Yeah.
Sorry. I actually worked part-time on and off for about 7 years or so for a guy kind of under the table, and he taught me a lot of stuff. He just, he had a small company, and he just really didn't want to pay those unemployment taxes and stuff like that on me. So I was happy to get the tax-free money. So I did it for years. Then I opened my own company when I moved down here to North Carolina, and that's been going now for about a year. And I enjoy it. I enjoy working for the school system. So I don't see myself giving any of it up anytime soon.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my space bar is not working. I think I'm gonna reply to things with one word,
Nice.
a really long word.
Actually, I have a question for you guys since we're on change a little topic, going back to HVAC. When you guys install a unit, how many of you guys, it's factory charge, let's say for 15 feet. If you see the numbers off a little bit, let's say an overcharge, how many of you guys ever take an outcharge?
I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have.
I actually had this discussion the other day, I think, with Justin
Yeah.
about a mini split.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was in a certification class for Fujitsu, and they basically beat you with the point of you have to weigh in the charge after a certain line set, length, and they say like up to whatever it is, 30, 35 feet, you're fine. So if you have a 15-foot line set, you're fine. 25, you're fine. 30, you're fine. 35, whatever it is, you're fine. But after that, you have to be perfectly precise.
Yeah, per pound, yeah.
When I was in the class, I asked them, I said, well, how is that possible? Do we have to be so precise after that fact? But before, underneath your limitation, why does it have to be perfect? And he's like, well, it just does. There is an accumulator. It's storing the refrigerant. So I kind of called bullshit at him. I said, well, why can't you charge it for an extra 5, 10, 15 foot of lines? You could just overcharge a little bit. No, you can't do that. And I just asked him, I said, well, why can't you? And I still don't know the answer. Nobody has ever answered me. I've been in a couple different classes, a Daikin class, and nobody has ever answered me. Why can't you overcharge it a little bit? If it could be overcharged, factory charge, why can't you overcharge it?
Good point. And that's exactly what I was thinking. The same thing. Like, why can't you overcharge it? Would it do anything? It will have an effect.
Yeah. I don't know how you say the charge is good at 5 foot and the charge is also good at 25 foot. That
Right?
makes absolutely no sense.
I know. Exactly.
And then you have to look at ounces. Once you hit the 30 or 35 foot, you have to look at it with ounces, and you're sitting there with your manifold, and you're like, oh, stop it, stop it.
Yeah.
No, I call BS on that,
Yeah.
You're like, damn it, put some back in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of a mini split anyway. So I try to avoid them if at all possible. Anyway, a lot of guys like them. For efficiency reasons, for convenience. If there's not a crawl space or an attic, and you need to get air in a particular room or whatever. I understand the purpose of it. It's just so I don't feel like they're service friendly. Depending on the brand. Like the primary control board and the outside condenser. Most of the ones I deal with around here, the board is facing down. So if you have to change that board, it is a pain in the butt to try to get all those little plugs off and change the board. And then you're holding the board up, trying to get all those plugs back because you can only come up so far to try to get the plugs back on. It's a headache. Do they work good when they're properly installed and everything's working fine? Absolutely. Just not a fan. If I can put a split system in, I will.
The maintenance on them, though, you have to make sure everything's clean the coil, clean the drain pan. You'll have slime and everything else in the drain. If you have anything but like a straight shot out with the drain,
Problems.
You have problems. And a lot of times most of the time it's set up over a finished grade floor or whatever else. So
yeah.
And people really do fall,
Behind.
Well,
Yeah.
I know someone that's kind of our mini split go-to man. We haven't heard from him yet either.
Who's that?
Yamo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mr. Yamamoto.
He's probably installed more mini splits than any of us.
Yeah. No kidding. That's like a daily thing for him. I don't know how he does it. It'd be a constant headache, but I guess if you do it every single day, day in and day out, you kind of get used to it.
I could see in Mexico the HVAC guys have like top hats, mustaches with a paintbrush because they make those line sets in like heart shape and they're like artists. You know what I mean? They just,
Joe, that's what I say about you. Like, you know, you have the guy like the Saint Bernard and the red Mountie or whatever they call them, the shirts, and you have the big round hat.
it's
You
wearing
guys
their
are-
plaid.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Support
as
the
we-
Mounties.
As we says, we're going to try to do a giveaway tonight, and I believe that we've got some pictures of some of the stuff that we're going to be giving away.
Yeah. We might have pictures. Yeah. That's a good point.
I think we have a non-contact UEI voltage detector.
Yeah,
What
like-
else we got?
Also got a field piece clamp meter SC260. It's kind of like the little compact clamp meter. It's pretty good for like a little quick go bag. That's what I use in my little quick diagnostic bag. It works good.
Yeah, they're awesome. And we also got some swag.
Swag.
Yeah, some swag.
A.
Hey. Oh.
A.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, we'll try to do that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, for sure.
it's been pretty warm down here in North Carolina, as Adam pointed out earlier in one of our messages that we had. It was
98, you said?
It was 90. It was 93 at my house when he was complaining. It's always a little warmer over on the beach. What did you have over there today, Adam? Do you know?
I didn't even look, but it's just it's so hot, it's so humid, and with this guy turning down this condenser all day, it's like, man, you know. I actually have I was looking at it's a Goodman out there, and 2 years old. Looking at the serial number, the coil is just gone. It's probably 40 to 50% left on the coil from the salt.
I'm surprised manufacturers haven't come up with like a double wall unit for like that application besides salt water or something like that. You know what I mean? Something that could withstand the element a little better.
From what I've seen, you know, we go to the beach several times a year, and a lot of those people over there, they melt down those wax toilet rings and add gear oil to that. And
Euros?
No, gear oil, okay? And don't mess with.
So we're not talking about the Greek sandwich?
Look, you're in North Carolina, and you got to fly over West Virginia to get home. And I got buddies up there that have like a whole lot of firepower. Shoot your damn plane down or something. So don't mess with me about my accent.
But sorry to cut you off, Mike. I'm glad you repeated it because I didn't know what you said at first. To be honest,
He said Euro. We've already established that.
yeah.
you're
go ahead.
Do you use the cucumber sauce on that?
Adam.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, back to your toilet rig. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll actually paint the units with that, and to kind of like seal those units from the salt air and stuff like that to keep them from rusting. Does it work? They look pretty on the outside, but they rust from the inside out.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know what they could do to avoid that. I think just the salt air, it just eats them up. But
Yeah, especially the copper. The copper itself will get damaged, right? Like at least paint the damn things, you know? Do something.
well, your fins just start deteriorating, man. They just
Yeah.
flake off. I mean, you just run your fingers across it and just dust.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Just surprised. I guess they haven't had a big market. They won't design something that withstands something more vigorous element. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like an all aluminum casing or something.
Yeah. There you go. I know it's a little more expensive, the alloy, whatever, but make it thin. Just make it aluminum. Make it plastic.
That would work too.
Beach. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
make it plastic.
ABS plastic. Why not? Who cares?
They go call it the Hyperion condenser.
The Hyperion is metal, Justin.
Okay, whatever. It was a joke, Adam.
Like those plastic sheds. Instead of wood, make it plastic.
I know that, don't they make a coating? It's like a gold coating for some evaporator coils that you could send out a coil and they'll actually like paint the coil or whatever
Yes.
for like high acidity or whatever areas,
yes.
pools, whatever. Yeah.
I think it's like they bake them and power coat them or something like that. We had it done a couple of times on big evaporators for the dehumidification systems for like condos and whatnot. It's expensive, very expensive. It
But
works.
But you know, these people down at the beach houses and stuff, they're renting those houses for like $5,600 a week. So, I mean, they can afford it, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm staying in a shed, Mike.
I thought wasn't Goodman one of the only ones that would still give a warranty even to like a rental property?
They warranty their products.
Oh my god.
Hey, thank goodness it's a good man.
Whatever. I think we've all established that I'm not a fan. So
Yeah, I've been installing a lot of ICP units. I'm starting to like them.
Which ones?
Oh man, just a bunch of different ones. What? Be honest with you, the ones that I can get the cheapest. I've got a dealer that gives me a really good deal on them. So I remember what that last 4-ton unit I installed was. I'd have to look at the paperwork on it.
I've done a lot of.
Talking about ICP.
Yeah, ICP.
Wasn't it an Arco Air?
It was.
You get it from United?
No, I got it from Sid Harvey's.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a big Sid Harvey fan.
I am too. My local Sid Harvey's is a ICP dealer.
I like the guys at Sid Harvey. I actually met the Sid Harvey they did like a dinner cruise in Chicago on Lake Michigan. And our salesman, he walked me up to Sid Harvey and he's like, Sid, I want to introduce you to Adam. He's a loyal customer. He does a lot of Wild McLean boilers. He does a lot of Fujitsu, mini splits and that. He gives us a lot of business. And he looked at me, didn't shake my hand or anything. He just looked at me and said, okay. He turned around and walked away.
Like, who are you, right? You're another.
Who's this guy?
You're a number.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that. You guys talk about different distributors and supply houses and stuff, and I guess it's different here. Like I've never heard of Sid Harvey. We've got United, Comfort. There is a Ferguson, a M&A that carries York stuff. But I guess it's just different everywhere you are.
Yeah. Like we don't like Sid Harvey for me is like foreign. We don't have a Sid Harvey, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The only one I know that we could relate to is United. I know we have United.
Yeah.
But you're really missing out. They're good guys.
I
Right.
bet.
So, yeah, Ray in the chat, he said Baker. When I still lived in Georgia, we used Baker Brothers for a lot of stuff. Baker Distributing.
Yeah. Yeah. I use some Baker also.
Now,
So-
for Train in Chicago, that was always Munch Supply. Well, actually, it was Midway. American Standard was Munch. They took over Train, and now they're becoming like a big corporate thing, and they're moving out to Michigan, Indiana, starting to spread like wildfire. So you'll see Munch coming to you.
Munch.
The heck is that?
What is this?
What the?
And now, our HVAC correspondent, live from Monterrey, Mexico, starring in the highly anticipated segment, Questions for Yamo.
Shamo.
Guys.
Yamo.
Yamamoto.
What?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. Just chilling out and resting before dinner.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
You been busy?
Yeah,
What's the temperature been there?
like 48 Celsius. It's like 110 Fahrenheit.
Woo.
Wow.
Adam complains.
Imagine that rooftop.
I think we should brief the viewers if they don't know Yamo, who Yamo is.
Well, I'm a service technician and installer from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. I have my own company. I started 1 year ago. I only have analog tools like my manifold, my meter. Well, my meter is digital. I mostly service mini splits from 1 ton to 3 ton high wall. Here in Mexico, we have many brands. We have Train, we have Carrier, York, Mirage, GT.
I call it Mirachi.
Yeah, well, Mirachi, like Adam said.
Yeah.
And I also work on window shakers, all window shakers, rooftop units. I don't know anything about chillers, just to service them, clean them, the air-cooled ones. And it's just about it. I know something a little bit about AC, automotive AC cars, but not so much. Just to charge the system.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it sounds he's pretty vast in what he does.
Yeah. Mini splits, when I started, they were a pain in the ass to work. Pain in the ass. They were like bull crap. But that's what I usually got for work here in Mexico, so I have to do it.
So now, do you got that Rector seal, that yellow bracket to hang up on the mount when you're pulling the mini split off the wall?
The head off the wall. You have like that third hand.
Oh, I want to make a Mexican version of that.
You should. I'm surprised you haven't.
Right.
Instead of buying those, I would like to make a Mexican version of that. It's a matter of fact, I made a Mexican version of the plastic bag that some technicians put under the mini split to do maintenance without taking the unit out.
Nice.
Yeah, I use a garbage bag.
Sure. Yeah.
I use that for a raincoat.
Yeah, I use a garbage bag for a raincoat too.
Sweet.
Oh man, that's funny.
I think that maybe if you wanted to, we could maybe take some phone calls for Yamo. Maybe they can ask a few questions. Ask Yamo what they would like to ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
I didn't know. One thing I asked Yamo just recently, I said, "What kind of like outlets, receptacles do you have in Mexico?" Like I wasn't sure the voltage or anything else, you know. But you sent it over. You sent it with a little devil's face drawn on the outlet. It's a regular, and then I researched it a little bit. They call that, I think, an A or a B outlet is North America and South America.
Yeah, well, usually I will send these guys pictures maybe on the next HVAC Overtime show. I will post them. Right now, I don't have it with me. I like the 110 outlets that Americans use on their houses. We use them here on our houses. 220 is a little bit different, I think. I don't know for sure. And other applications is mostly the same.
You know, I want to ask you, Yamo, that unit. My question for you is that unit you showed us the other day. It looked like an old radio when you just look at it quick. It's like an old antique radio. What was that? It was a window shaker.
It's a window shaker. The brand is Mate. The factory was here in Monterrey. It closed the doors like 40 years ago. That unit is more than 50 years old.
50 years old. Wow.
It still has the original compressor. The motor is not the original. Well, it is the original, but it's rebuilt.
Sure.
It still works great. Of course, it makes a lot of noise.
Sure.
Very cool, and it's heavy as hell to get out and put it back in on the hole.
I hope Zach could put that up on on the channel so people could see this thing. It looks nice. They don't make them like they used to. That's for sure.
Hey, I'm gonna direct this towards Yamo. This was asked towards everyone, but Tony Rees says, when did you guys know when you were ready to go out on your own?
Good question.
Good question.
Well, I mean, I tried finding a job, and it was hard because it was the winter time. So I just had to start pounding the ground, and I started putting some advertisements out there, and I went and got my business license. I got my insurance, and it was really hard. But I don't have a lot of time now to do a lot of work for my company because some other jobs so demanding. But my evenings and weekends stay pretty busy.
I remember when I first started, I'm pretty sure you guys all have, we might even talked about in the past, like you get those little, not the shakes, but like you get all nervous, right? Because you don't know, you're unexperienced, you're just going right in. I know when I first started my business, I started doing more of the gas side. So I used to do a lot of installs, like barbecues, a lot of gas fitting, more furnaces, maintenance and stuff like that. Then it gone on from there. I gained experience from doing that. But I know when I first started, and you get these service calls, and like Yama would have said, "What? Like, what is going on?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're so fresh and you're out there. But yeah, I think I was in. I knew it. You just have to take the plunge. I think when you got to take the plunge and just go at her, and you just gain experience over the years, and eventually you're always learning. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure you guys could vouch for me on that.
Well,
but yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the best advice I've ever had was from a guy not involved with HVAC, one of my best friends. He said, because I was like thinking about it, and he's like, listen, sometimes it just takes somebody to walk up to you and kick the chair out from underneath you to stand up,
Yeah.
And you just got to do it. You're never going to be ready if you're waiting to be ready. You just got to do it.
I agree 100%. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Nathan,
how about you, Judd? Yeah, go ahead.
Nathan Peterson in it.
Cool, Nathan
has a question for Yama. I don't know if he can see it or not. How much does an HVAC tech make in Mexico versus a regular restaurant type job?
Well, I cannot tell the difference because I never worked on a restaurant. But here in Mexico, as an employee, I used to earn like 2,000 pesos per week. That is like $100 USA dollars per week.
Ouch.
Yeah. That was as an employee. Of course, there on the USA and maybe in Canada is way more. I don't know how to say. It's way more. You can earn more money. I know
Sure.
that. But
yeah,
I would definitely I would like to go to work there, but of course I want to do it the right way, not the incorrect way. I want to get my green card, my residence, and all that good stuff. I want to do it the right way, not leaving the shades.
Yamo, what kind of recovery machine do you use?
You will laugh if
Is it called a Sawzall?
No. Well,
a zip saw.
on the past it was. Now I use 20 pound propane tank. I use one, and I use compressor from a fridge. As a recovery machine.
That's not bad. At least you're doing it.
Yeah.
Recovery.
that's innovative, man.
Yeah, it is.
But again, we don't have as many places to recycle the Freon. So usually when I fill that tank, I go over to a unpopulated area and throw that refrigerant to the atmosphere. I must say that here it's not like USA or Canada.
It's funny 'cause-
I'm thinking you should fill up balloons with it and sell it to like school children.
Yeah, it's a good idea. They could bring it home and fill up their systems. It's so weird how in Canada and United States it's so restricted, you know, all these laws. And then in other countries, just let it out. So why are we doing it? You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Here, a customer can go to a supply house and buy refrigerant, capacitors, contactors, a full unit.
Wow.
In the United States, no, a customer can do that.
So I would assume with that being the case there, you probably get a lot of homeowners that just buy their own equipment and then call you and just want you to put it in, don't they?
Yeah. I like to do that. I hate to do that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then what do they charge you for an install, Yamo? $20?
No, I charge like $60, $70.
Wow.
Depending.
Okay.
It is
I wasn't off.
first floor $60-$70. If it is a second floor house, up to $80, $90.
Wow.
Are you
That's
looking for a
crazy.
job?
That do it for $10, but they do a very shitty job.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Job.
Bullshit job. I could imagine.
Yeah, guys, could you imagine installing a mini split for $10?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
I wouldn't take it off my truck for $10.
Wow.
Yeah, I charged a customer $250 just to braze in a line set because he tore his line set up trying to install it himself.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to figure the cost of living.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yeah. For sure.
For us, we take for granted, $100 or whatever, but $100 is probably a lot of money.
Yeah. We're all spoiled down here.
Yeah.
Maybe Ted should sponsor Yamo and bring Yamo up here.
Hey Ted, or not Ted, Joe, you're up there. Up.
Up. Sorry, guys. Keep on correcting me. I'll get it one of these days. I'll get it. I'm up.
You're telling a guy from Mexico down here.
Are you kidding me? What are you talking about, Joe?
Joe, the only thing you're below, I've said it once, I'll say it again, was
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was over there today, actually, Mike. We had a nice espresso.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm surprised the customer he had there, Mike, didn't have a Mr. Cool unit. Put it himself. I remember when those things first came out. Buy this unit. You could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was actually a pretty nice little unit. I was really surprised with it. It was made
What kind of unit was it?
It was actually Mr. Cool.
Oh,
Oh, it was Mr. Cool.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Who are
I
those,
feel like
who are
all
those
those-
made by? Are they made by Gree? Like 80% of the rest of them are?
I don't know. I normally put in Mitsubishi units.
Right.
Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't even know that Green made those, to be honest. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't know that Gree makes them. I was just curious. I mean, I've seen them. Like, I think that Mr. Cool, that's that kit you can like buy on Amazon where it comes with line set and everything. I just know that Gree makes, well, at least used to. Maybe not anymore, but for a long time, Gree made 80% of the mini splits out there.
Cool.
Well, Yamo, we appreciate you coming in to join us on this show, and maybe we can get you to come back every week.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
It's
Y'all
cool that
come
he's
back now.
yeah. To hear from another side of another country, an HVAC guy, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We already have another country in here. That's Joe.
Now we have two, buddy. We're
Yeah.
like multicultural here, or I
That's
don't
great.
know. But,
So,
yeah.
all right, now questions for Joe on the other side of the border.
Oh.
What's your thoughts on the Montreal Protocol?
What Montreal Protocol? What do you mean? What do you mean the Montreal Protocol?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Oh, like what we were discussing the other day?
Yeah.
What do I got to talk about that?
Yeah. You study and tell us what your words are for it next week. But what do you say about we give away some tools?
I think we should do
I
a
think
little
that's a
bit
good
of a
idea.
giveaway.
That's a good change of topic.
Yeah. But you study about it.
Well, why did Canada have to think of that, right?
Blame Canada, everybody. Blame Canada.
Yeah, we just have to follow it down here. Poor old United States. We just have
I
to
try to
follow
blame-
what you guys say.
Blame Canada for everything.
Blame Mexico. Sorry, Yamo. Wait, you guys already are. No, I'm joking.
All right, Justin. We're gonna do it. Let's do this now. The giveaway. So we have a couple prizes that we're gonna give away. Zach, is there a way you could pop these up on the screen for us here?
You want something popped up on the screen?
Yes, sir.
I can do it.
Cool.
Okay.
You just tell me what you want popped up there, and I'll pop it up.
That UEI voltage tester.
Pop.
Did it pop?
It's there.
Field piece. Pop it up there, Zach.
Shabam. It's there.
Cool.
And then we have like a t-shirt or a hat or whatever it is. Who knows?
Bam.
Yeah.
No picture of that.
Picture that. And then we have.
Surprise.
So we're gonna try. We're gonna try a little bit of a different way of doing a giveaway. We're gonna have a little trivia question on an HVAC YouTuber. Take it away, Justin.
All right, guys. So we were thinking about this the other night, and we wanted to do something different. Zach has a skilled trade up on ShopTalk, and other guys do random comment picker, and Ted does the 50 balls, and he has the different list. We want to do something different. We didn't want to copy somebody else, so we got to thinking about it, and we thought, well, we like watching other YouTubers, like promoting other YouTubers. Why don't we do this? Every week, we'll do a trivia question on a video from another heat and air YouTuber. Obviously, we're not going to do it that way this week because we haven't been able to forewarn you guys on what video to watch. But what we'll do at this point forward, and I'll give you the video before we end tonight, but I'll give you a video to watch during the week some point whenever you get a chance. I'll say, go watch this guy on such and such date. He posted a video about this. And we're going to pull 3 or 4 questions from that. And what we'll do is on the show, we'll start with the first question. The first person to give the answer in the chat is going to move on to what I guess we're calling the second round. Once we get to the second round, each person, 3 out of the 4 in here have a prize that's already been assigned. Predetermined to them. So then whoever moves on to the second round, they have to pick one of us what prize we have. Now, 3 of us have prizes. Obviously, somebody has, like tonight, somebody has the clamp meter. Somebody has the non-contact voltage tester. Somebody has the swag. The 4th guy, goose egg. So you got to hope that you win one of the prizes. If it happens to be that you pick somebody that doesn't have a prize, then we'll move on to the second question. We'll ask the second question, do the same thing. First person in the chat to give the answer, they'll do the same thing. They'll move up. And we switch it around the second go around. That way the same person doesn't have the same prize for each person. But for tonight, I've got a couple questions. So the first one, we'll try this one. So people in the chat, get ready. I tried to think of something that was, I guess, not super easy, but maybe fair because, there was no warning to it. So here's the question. AK HVAC, prior to taking the job with NAVAC, what company did he work for doing commercial and industrial? First person in the chat.
So that's what it is, right? It's the first person in the chat that says it.
Yep.
Oh,
Boom. Susie done.
Oh,
Now, Susie, you have to pick one of us, either Joe, myself, Adam, Justin, or the porn
Mike.
star.
I don't have the chat open, so let me know, guys.
Who's it gonna be, Susie?
Ooh,
Oh.
Adam.
So what you won is
Awesome.
Swag.
Cool. Congrats. Congrats.
Dun, 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 dun.
the old swag in a bag.
Right?
Good old
Congrats,
Susie.
Susie.
She always wins, man. She always
Right.
wins.
Man, she was right on it. She was
Yeah.
right on it.
If I make a show, my God, she always wins everything. Susie, give people a break. All right, I'm out of here. Sorry.
I wanted Zach to come on and say, "You have won," such and such. But anyways,
I will
Zach-
download some trophy music. It'd be like bum ba 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 dun 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 dun.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
It'll be so
He
sweet.
has an announcer voice.
Yeah.
That's right. Adam did ask me if I did the announcing for Skilled Trade Up or had to get somebody to do it for me, and that is me. Okay, goodbye, guys.
All right. See you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. All right, I'm out of here.
Yep. See you later.
Now, do you have another underhanded question, Justin?
For tonight?
One more for tonight, or is that,
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Sure, let's do it. All right. Question number 2. Chat, get ready. Prior to Zach being the host of HVAC Shop Talk, he owned his own heating and air conditioning company. What was the name of his company?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Get
sorry
outta
about that.
here.
I'm out of here. Bye. See you later.
Get out of here, like you said, Justin.
Bam. Who's that?
There
Bob Reddington 1? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay, Bob,
Awesome.
All right, man.
choose one of us.
Can I sing Jeopardy now?
Yeah, I say go for it.
Joe.
Joe.
Oh, now guys, am I going to give him the first prize, the first round, or the second?
The second. This is the second round.
Okay,
Yeah,
just want to make sure. Well, Bob, you picked the right mother. Field piece.
SC260 clamp meter.
That's pretty good.
It's a very good meter, man. Don't know if you have one, but I love it.
Dun 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 dun.
I was not expecting mariachi music.
I was not either.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
Okay, guys,
Awesome.
take it easy, babe. See you later. Great show, guys.
In closing, don't do drugs.
So, yeah, I guess we kind of need to tell Bob how he gets his prize.
Yeah.
Email HVACShopTalk@gmail.com.
Yeah. And what all do you need, Zach? Name, address, phone number.
Don't need the phone number. Just name and address is fine.
Okay. Name and address.
If you give me your phone number, it's going to call you in the middle of the night. Be like,
Yeah.
what kind of air conditioner do you think is best?
Heavy breathing. He calls us with heavy breathing and stuff. So
You know, my good buddy Ralph here has said he guessed one of the answers right before Susie, so I'm gonna double check on that. I think personally he's lying.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna check. I'll send him some swag, some custom swag just for Ralph. I don't even have to check. I know exactly what it said, Ralph. Don't even worry about it. All right, guys. Sorry about that. See you later.
See ya. Well, congrats to the winners. I'm glad we were able to do that. Congrats to the guys and gals that won. That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Susie already has Zach's email on speed dial. So
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
On that note,
yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty good show. And we
Cool.
really look forward to seeing all of you back here again next Friday at 9.
Yeah.
same bad time, same bad channel.
That's right. And before we close, the video for next week where the questions are going to come from.
Good point.
All right. So, anti-DIY HVAC. And let's see here. June.
Ted.
Uncle Ted. That's right. HVAC Willie Nelson. He goes by many names. June 5th, 2018, he uploaded a video. The title of the video is Service Call for Second Opinion, No Cooling, Repair Train Gas Furnace. So one more time, it's Service Call for Second Opinion, No Cooling, Repair Train Gas Furnace. It was uploaded June 5th, 2018. Again, that's anti-DIY HVAC. So when you get a chance this week, go watch that video. That's where the questions will come from for next week's giveaway.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks a lot. Zach, roll the credits, please. Overtime.
Overtime.
So what you think back week?
Double. I wish I could win these prizes. It's okay.